What have you learned from your audience feedback? I've learned many things from my audience feedback, and I've learned how to incorporate certain things and how certain aspects of our video have actually been interpreted in many different ways. But first off, the actual music video, it was about the darker side of love and romance, I suppose, which isn't really talked about. But in the indie genre, it's actually quite a popular subject. The main character of the video, Charlie Morgan, was supposed to wake up, it was a good day, and he goes to the woods and he finds out that his girlfriend, Catherine McDonald, is actually cheating on him with another main character, which happened to be myself. And that was the way we wanted the audience to read this video. However, it was interpreted by the audience in many different ways. Some people thought that Charlie and Catherine were never actually together. Others thought that maybe Charlie was just some kind of crazed stalker, and we actually didn't actually think that it could be read like that. And we were in the process of making our video, we actually wanted to put flashbacks, for example, of Charlie and Catherine having good times, so that it was a clear narrative and the narrative theory could be specifically applied there. We wanted to put a clear flashbacks so that you could know that Charlie was definitely with Catherine, but we were advised not to do so because it left a certain level of ambiguity. It opened up reception theory. As I've just previously mentioned, many people viewed it in many different ways. Besides that, there were also different responses, such as emotional and technical. For example, some people said that for the use of the band shots, that the band shots were a bit too dark and depressing, and they felt that the music video itself was a bit saddening in terms of romance and the general kind of love theme. Also, there were shots that we used which that people didn't feel were quite right. For example, there's a shot, well, there's 3 separate shots of Charlie almost spying on Catherine, and basically people thought that it was kind of augmented, like fragmented, but that was actually used so that you could clearly see that in a way Charlie was almost spying on Catherine, and that use of the camera shot clearly suggested that. Also, the emotional responses include things like I was very saddened when I saw that the girl that Charlie liked didn't actually get with him, and that's another way of interpreting the video which we actually didn't plan either. And we felt that this was actually, that to actually leave those flashbacks out was actually very creative, because reception theory was clearly applied there, because some people viewed it the way we wanted them to interpret the video. Others viewed the video a different way, which was also fine, and it was opened up. People questioned it, people talked about it, and the technical side as well. For example, the use of transitions. Some people thought that it was a good way to move the story along, which is actually what we thought as well. Other people thought that maybe certain things could have been done. For example, a fast cut, like when Charlie is falling after he's just been frustrated. And even that itself, the use of camera shot, the Snorri cam, which was used to show how his world has just crumbled down. In terms of technical aspects, certain audience members found that it was very good because it clearly conveyed to the audience that his world has literally just been shattered. Other people thought that maybe he could have gone crazy, he could have possibly smashed a few more bottles and so forth. And I'd say technically and emotionally, our audience feedback was very positive, because it allowed us to view our video for what we thought were the strengths and the weaknesses, but we also found out, not even just technical wise, but emotionally speaking, that there were certain parts of our video which were, one, open to reception, which we thought was a very positive thing, because it would get people talking, and different people could view it different ways, and 2, technically speaking, because some people liked certain aspects, some people didn't like certain aspects, but certain aspects had to be incorporated into our video for the indie genre and for the Muse genre, such as the dark band shots, because Muse tend to be a very, I'd say, ominous band, and their music is very ominous in terms of the indie genre. Therefore, all the band shots had color correction applied to it, so that it was darker and it fitted in with the genre. But overall, I'd say the main thing we learned from our audience feedback was I'd say the level of ambiguity of our music video, because different people could receive it different ways, and although that wasn't exactly what we specifically planned for, I think that was a very positive outcome.